Eliot Hine Network 1 on YouTube.
DCPS Career and Technical Education.
I'm your host, Brenton Campbell.
I'm your host, Cameron Niblett.
I'm your host, Daniel Bartel.
And I'm your host, Bridget McGeehan.
Did you know Eliot Hine Network has a new podcast and state-of-the-art studio?
Lock us in on Apple,
iHeart,
Spotify,
Pandora,
Google,
and Amazon Music.
Joining us as a guest on the show is George Wallace.
Our show topic is living every moment of life through comedy.
Mr. Wallace, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you young people. All of you look so wonderful, and I know this is going to be a great segment today right here at this great high school. Is it middle school?
Yes.
School.
Oh, well, God bless you. That's so cool.
All right.
I never went to middle school. I just went from elementary school to high school.
Wow.
So that means you're smarter than me. You get to go to middle school. Maybe you're smarter than me, maybe not.
Our first segment is Understanding George Wallace, comedian and actor.
Who or what inspired you to become a comedian and an influential person within the community?
My inspiration came from comedians that you guys never heard of. Let's just say you did hear of Johnny Carson, but Red Fox, you know Red Fox from Sanford and Son?
No.
You don't know Son? You young kids, I want to give you some homework right now, right? Mm-hmm. One of the best television shows ever written is called Sanford and Son, and I had the opportunity of writing for Sanford and Son. So when y'all go home, ask your mom, say, do you know who Red Fox is? And they're going to look at you like you're crazy.
My great-grandma might know who that is.
Your great-grandmama, yeah. I might be your great-granddaddy. You never know. But you will see the show and you go, when you get home, you'll know what it's called.
Okay.
Oh, that guy. You know the music? Still don't know?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Familiar? Okay, that's cool. So you'll see that when you get home. Very popular TV show. And I just wrote a show with the guy that discovered all those shows, Mr. Norman Lear. He's one of the greatest producers of comedy ever to live. He lived to 101 years old. He just died last year, but a great man, and you all learn about him as you learn more about radio and television.
You were named Best Male Stand-Up Comedian during the 1995 Comedy Awards. How did you manage to keep your eyes on the prize?
Well, I love what I do. I wanted to be a comedian since I was 6 years old. And I'm living my dream, and is keep your eyes on the prize, do what you want to do. And most important, you kids, make sure you enjoy your life, okay? When you get out of college, just because you get a degree in marketing doesn't mean you got to do statistical analysis the rest of your life. You just might enjoy painting cars or fixing refrigerators or arranging flowers. There's money to be made everywhere in something you like doing. When I say something you like doing, that means you never go to work. Like right now, what is the best thing? What do you like doing every day?
Going to sleep.
Going to sleep.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with you. You know that?
Yeah.
Going to sleep. But when you get a little older, you won't go to sleep anymore because you're going to have to. You have responsibilities. And you're going to have to make some money. Okay, and that's what you're gonna inspire you to go. Well, I like doing this. I'm very comfortable at doing this. And make sure you travel also. Have you traveled? Anybody traveled with your family already?
Yeah, I have. I went to Hawaii last summer.
You went where?
Hawaii.
You went to Oahu?
Hawaii.
Hawaii City, Honolulu.
Yeah, I went to Honolulu.
Yeah, that's still on the island of Oahu.
Oh.
I have a house there. I live there on Kalakua. So make sure you travel. Where you been?
London and
You've
Canada.
been to London.
Yeah.
Well, did you speak like the British when you were there?
No, I didn't.
You did not do that. You didn't look the right way when you were crossing the streets. Did that throw you off a little bit?
Yeah, it was a little confusing.
Well, I'm glad you did travel. Have you guys traveled?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I most recently went to Florida to Disney World with my little sister.
All right, wonderful. And what was the other place last week?
Disney World. And then
You had a good time at Disney World?
Yeah, it was cool.
I bet you did, huh? You waited in line all that time. Well, that's too long to wait in line for me.
Yeah, the line's
Yeah.
long.
And where'd you travel to?
I went to New Jersey.
You went to New Jersey. Isn't that across the street? Did you ride a scooter to New Jersey?
No, it's a 3-hour drive.
It was a 3-hour drive. Did you drive?
No.
Okay, one day you'll be able to make that drive yourself, but make sure you guys travel and go everywhere you can, okay? And you'll learn the cultures of other people, and that will really make you a better person. Like I'm going to leave here this week in Washington, D.C., and next week I'm going to Doha. Doha is in the Middle East. That's in Qatar. And then I'm going to jump on an airplane, and I'm going to China. I hang out in China a lot. And I know you've probably been taught, like me, that China is a communist country. But you don't know that times have changed now, and it's a really, really nice place, like the city of Shanghai. It's 3 times larger than New York City and 3 times more modern than New York City.
Wow.
And it's just a beautiful, and they're so far ahead of us. They spent their money on people, and we spend our money on a lot of things like wars. So, but
Yeah.
you'd be surprised what's happening in China with their infrastructure and the transportation, the bullet trains. Like, if you were going
those
to
are cool.
Newark or New Jersey on the bullet train, you'd be there in less than an hour. How about that?
That's impressive.
So it's really different. So make sure you travel. If you don't remember anything else I said today, make sure you travel.
Okay. If you think back over your career as a stand-up comedian, which performance had the most impact on your life and why?
Well, since I love what I do, all performances are great for me. I just love going on stage anytime. When you love what you do, so I'm doing it. I'm at work right now as far as I'm concerned. They could be paying me for doing this. You see?
Mhm.
Are they paying me? No.
I don't know.
But listen, it's fun to live your passion and do what you love doing, and you'll never stop loving it to the day you die. As people always ask me, when will I retire? Because I've been doing stand-up as a comedian for 49 years, telling jokes and just making up funny stuff for 49 years, and I'll never stop. Why? Because I love what I do. What do you want to do when you grow up?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
I like to act.
Ooh, see, I just did a TV show where I'm acting. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I want to either work in sports journalism or like become a lawyer.
Did you hear what you just said? Sports journalism.
Mhm.
Keep that smile on your face and go out there and get on that camera. And you want to do football, anything. You just want to be on in the camera. Sports journalism.
Yeah.
I think you can do it.
Thank
If that's what you want to do, you just say, I know I'm going to do it. You can't want to be what you want to be. I gotta be. I gotta be. What do you think you're going to do?
I want to go to the WNBA.
You do? My God, you got to grow a little more, don't you?
I
Gotta get a
mean,
little
I'm
taller,
kind of
don't you?
tall.
You tall?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say.
I guess that's what a lot of people say. But you're right. There was a kid that played basketball, was like 5'2" or something like that. Spud way up, and but he made a lot of money. He played professional ball. So you're gonna do it. You're gonna be the WNBA. You're gonna do it.
'Kay.
Okay. I'm gonna be watching you.
Okay.
Who's next on my question list? What else you guys want to learn and ask me about enjoying life and making money? And most important thing, don't forget about the money. Enjoying life. That's most important.
You have opened for celebrities such as George Benson, Diana Ross, Donna Summer, and Smokey Robinson. Do you get nervous before an opening act?
When you love what you do, you can't wait to get out there to do it. So sometimes you can get, depends on what the audience is. Like if the audience is young kids, I know got to change things over and talk to the young people, things that you guys can understand. Like if I have an audience, I got to talk about the young people. See, and I try to talk about like the rappers and people like that you might know. But all my rappers are old. I don't know the young rappers that you know a rapper?
A young one?
Yeah.
We have people.
You know an old one?
Like maybe 2000s era.
2000, okay. Who?
Like kind of like Nelly, 50 Cent.
Nelly and
like
50 Cent, all of them. Yeah, I know those kids. See, I
That's
call
like
them
my
kids.
mom.
Who?
That's my mom.
Where's your mom?
She's right there in the camera.
How you doing, Mom?
We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
We'll be right back. You stay right there.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Eliot Hine Network 1 on YouTube.
And the District Knowledge Network.
I'm your host, Demetrius Jackson.
I'm your host, Zuri Deskins.
I'm your host, Jalea Jackson.
I'm your host, Isabel Catella.
And I'm your host, George Wallace.
Our show topic is living through every moment of life through comedy.
Joining us as a guest on the show is George Wallace.
Our first segment was Understanding George Wallace, comedian actor.
Our second segment is Clean Slate.
Talk to us about your new show, Clean Slate, and how we can see it.
Well, Clean Slate is a new television show, and it's about enjoying life and letting others enjoy their life as they grow and be who they want to be. There was a TV show called Sanford and Son that I was a friend of the producer and creator was Norman Lear, and the actor on the show was a comedian named Red Fox. And you know about Red Fox? See, you've seen that. Have you seen the Red Fox show? And Esther and people like that? Well, you will when you get home. Very popular TV show. And it's about my daughter, her name is Laverne Cox. And she lived in Alabama with me. Well, what happened? I'll tell you about this show. When she left my home 23 years ago, she was a son. And then, but she's living her life. She went to New York City to be who she wanted to be and what she wanted to be. So she came back 23 years later and knocked on my door. The TV show, Sanford and Son, I changed it to Sanford and Daughter. But when she came back 23 years later, she surprised me. And then she was my daughter, and I had to learn how to live with that. And there was an education to be able to appreciate people, let people be who they want to be and do what they want to be. And it's all done with humor, and it's all about love and me loving my child no matter what. And so that's what mostly this Clean Slate show is about, loving my kid and she loving me. As I said, she was my son when she left, but she came back as my daughter. But I'm more confused when she tells me that she's a vegan and a vegetarian. I was more concerned about, oh, that's not good, being a vegan and because I'm an old stubborn man like Grandpa, G-Pa. I'm G-Pa, I'm set in my ways. And so, but the show is all about love mostly, and accepting people and forgiving people and let everybody be happy. And so that's my job, is about feeling good and enjoying life and being who you want to be. And I know who you want. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be on a TV show.
You want to be on a TV show?
Yeah.
You want to look right there in that camera and say, hey, I'm coming, y'all.
I'm coming.
There you go. What are you going to do?
I wanted to be a police officer, but now I have my dreams on being an artist.
All right, then. I bet you can do that, too. You'll be a police officer right here in Washington, D.C., or you want to go to another city?
Another city.
Another city. I want you to come to my city. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. You ever heard of Atlanta, Georgia?
Yes.
I want you to be a policeman there, okay? Also live in New York City. You ever heard of New York City?
Yes.
I want you to be a policeman there also, okay? Also live in Las Vegas. You ever heard of Las Vegas? Okay, I want you to be a policeman there. Also live in L.A. I almost forgot. I want you, so you can have the choice of 4 choices. I'm going to go and keep an eye on Mr. Wallace. I need somebody to watch for me, okay? So you know, now what is my good friend here going to do?
I might want to be like a lawyer.
Who?
A lawyer?
Oh my goodness. A lawyer. She's going to make a lot of money. You want to be on television, doing all those lawyer commercials?
Yeah. But I have a lawyer.
Well, that's good. That's a lot of reading, you know.
I like reading.
And you like to read?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be a lot of reading. Then you wind up being a politician. Excuse me, knowing the law. How about my friend that did?
I want to be a fashion designer.
Ooh, that's wonderful. Then you can just style me when you know when actors and entertainers go on television, they have to be styled. There's somebody responsible for what they're wearing. See, when you become my stylist, I'll look much better than I do today. Thank you.
Take us behind the scenes on Clean Slate. What are the pros and cons when you're recording a TV series?
The pros and cons of doing a TV show is I created it, and it's my thoughts and my ideas. So once again, I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm the boss. That's one good thing about it. But you don't have to be the boss to be to have fun and make money. Most people are not the boss. I always enjoy being in charge. Like Las Vegas, I used to do radio. I've done everything from rags to riches. You've heard of the story from rags to riches?
Yes.
Well, I pretty much done that. I sold rags when I got out of college. I sold a cloth called a ShamWow before it had a name. Maybe you've seen a ShamWow on TV, that little disposable washcloth, and I sold that. Made a lot of money selling rags. You'd be surprised how much money you can make selling rags. Selling rags. When I was a kid, I got out of college at 17, and I got out of college when I was 46. No, I'm just kidding. I got out of college when I was like 25 years old, and I started selling rags because I studied transportation and I studied marketing and advertising. But I did sell rags. I think I made like $35,000. We're talking a long time ago, before you were born. Long time ago, before you guys, because I'm talking like 1972. Was either you born in the 70s? No? 80s? 90s?
No.
2000?
Yes.
Oh, I was getting, what year were you born?
2013.
2013? Oh, that was yesterday. All of you the same age? That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, you just make sure you enjoy your life. But doing Clean Slate was wonderful, being the boss and working with people and working with a young lady named Laverne Cox, one of the greatest actresses. You look her up once you leave here. She's won all kinds of awards and Emmys, and she loves what she does. And all I do is just walk out on stage and just laugh and talk. And I just love that through humor. You keep humor in your life because you've heard the phrase, laughter is the best medicine in the world. And it is. So you will always know that laughter is not only the best medicine in the world, it's free medicine. It's free medicine. So that's why we encourage people to keep laughter, keep it in the reach of children. You always see medicine, they say keep it out of the reach of children. Keep laughter in the reach of children. So you guys, make sure you laugh no matter what you do. I wrote a book called Laugh It Off. No matter how angry you become or whatever your parents do, because your parents can make you mad sometimes. But don't ever forget, they're the parents, and you just start laughing. Maybe don't laugh too hard in your parents' face, but make sure you enjoy your life and do that. Laughter is free medicine, and when you're laughing for more than 4 hours, then you call your doctor and give the doctor a prescription so the doctor can laugh with you. So you're going to enjoy your life, and that's what it's all about.
If we had an idea of a new television series, what are the best steps to take in order to pitch a show to media executives?
Well, that's a very good question because it's very, it's a job that's very hard, but you have to have in your head, this is something I want to do. Nothing is easy. No matter what you decide to do, you have to make a decision that however hard it is, I'm going to do it. Somebody's got to do it. And let me do it. Let me be in charge. I want to be the director. I want to be the executive producer. I want to be lighting. I want to know about everything. But becoming a producer, an executive producer on a TV show, you'll learn things as you go, and you'll learn every step. And I'm pretty sure that's what you guys are learning today here in this class. I think a young kid out there was director. He lighting, turning the lighting on, the lighting off, taking up breaks, segment producer, and there's so many things to do in show business, and you'll learn that as you go. Things I don't even know about, I'm still learning. When I work on the set, people have different jobs, staging, just getting things together, the artwork and lights and sound, and you'd be surprised. You're just gonna, what are they doing now? Well, no, you don't. You're learning that now. You're in school, so you're gonna be ready when you get out. You should be out of school in the next 13. That means you're in the 8th grade, 9th grade?
6.
6th grade?
Yeah.
Okay. All 6th grade?
Yeah.
Yes.
6th grade? Oh my, that's a long time. I haven't been in 6th grade in so long. So long. Can you believe it was 70 years when I was in the 6th grade? 70 years ago. That's awesome. And you're already on television in the 6th grade. Oh my goodness, when you get to be in the 12th grade, you're gonna definitely be ready to go. And enjoy life, and I keep saying enjoy life, but that's what life is all about.
What do you hope viewers will gain after watching Clean Slate on Amazon Prime?
Well, what I hope people love on Amazon Prime is about, once again, enjoying your life, and most important, doing it with humor, attacking subjects that people don't like to talk about, but you can do it, and you can do it with love and kindness, and it's most about understanding, and you can listen, you can learn, you can love, and you can laugh, and then you can enjoy life. That's what it's all about. So,
We are going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
where you going? We'll be right back. These are my new kids, and it's all about love, it's all about happiness, and it's all about having fun. Make sure you enjoy your life.
Thank you.
Thanks.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Eliot Hine Network 1 on YouTube.
And the District Knowledge Network.
I'm your host, Zuri Deskins.
I'm your host, Nakari Hall.
I'm your host, Lucas Ahmed.
And I'm your host, Sebastian Huff.
Our show topic today is living every moment of life through comedy.
Joining us as a guest is George Wallace.
Our first segment was Understanding George Wallace, comedian/actor.
Our second segment was Clean Slate.
Our third segment is On Tour with George Wallace.
You are performing at the DC Prov tonight. We are the Showtimes, and how can our viewers get tickets?
Well, I am tonight right here in Washington, D.C., in your city, at the Improv Comedy Club, and it's going to be wonderful, and you tell your parents to come out. I wish y'all could come out, but there's a law that says you got to be 18 years old. So I tell jokes, and I try to make people happy and laughter. We talk about the things that are happening in America today, like, see, I'm in Washington, D.C., I might talk about politics tonight. Like, I might run for president. I always talk about, and if I run for president, you know what the first thing I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to pass a law. Chick-fil-A is going to be open on Sunday. I don't care what.
Thank you.
That's a
What
great
you
law.
say?
Thank you.
That's a great
Thank
law.
you.
That's the best.
Thank
That's a
you.
great one.
And y'all going to vote for me now?
Yes.
Yes.
That is so cool. See how, I want to see, the problem with me running for president, people might vote for me because I'm going to do crazy stuff like that. And I make sure the roads are clean, get the bumps out of the road and things like that, and make sure old people are taken care of and they get money, not trying to take money away from them. You see what the government is doing? We're putting money in the system. They're trying to cut.
Yeah.
So, see, comedians are the smartest people in the world. If you know, we act crazy sometimes, but we have to read. We know the social ills of the country. So, if I were to run for president, I'd be doing things for the people, infrastructure of America. Let's do. Probably would be no wars if I was in charge of this country, because I think we could talk it off and laugh it off, and we just have fun. How about that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
That'd be great,
Yeah,
right?
better
Because
than
it can be done.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I would do. So I don't know how we got into that. Okay, next question.
If someone wanted to hire you for an event, what steps should they take in order to connect with you?
Well, we have what you call an agent. People want to know about George Wallace. We have an agent, and they would call my agent, and my agent would call my manager, and then my manager would call me and say, do you want to do this gig over at the high school with the young kids? I said, yes, let's go over there and talk to these young kids and have some fun. What's the name of your high school here?
This is
Eliot
middle
Hine.
school.
Just call the middle school. No, there's a name for the middle school.
Eliot
Eliot
Middle
Hine.
School.
So
Eliot
this
Hine.
is Eliot Hine.
Yes.
Okay, that's what it says, Eliot Hine Network 1.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm George Wallace. I'm in the 6th grade here at Eliot Hine Network 1, and I'm trying to learn how to do radio and television. And all of these, these are my peers, and we're all in the 6th grade, and we're all having fun.
Yes.
In your opinion, who's the funniest comedian in the world?
And you always have to think yourself as the funniest comedian in the world. Whether you are or not, you just go with me. And let, I think I am. You ask me who do I think, right?
Yes.
Me. But I have a lot of friends. My best friend is the richest man in comedy. And my roommate is Jerry Seinfeld. You guys don't know about this TV show, but this is the most profitable TV show ever.
Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Seinfeld? Oh, yeah. My dad used to watch that all the time. I would watch it with him.
Is that right? Well, that's
Yeah.
I'm the real roommate, George, that's on that TV show.
Are you actually?
Jerry Seinfeld and I were roommates for 13 years, and I was best man at Jerry Seinfeld's wedding. And a little joke I always like to tell people, I'm the father of Jerry Seinfeld's kids. So we just have a good time, and just having fun being a comedian. And Jerry Seinfeld's a great comedian. D.C. Young Fly is a great comedian. Sylvia Tremont Morris, and these people are going to be with me here in D.C. at the Improv. Chris Paul, he's from Washington, D.C. Red Grant, who ran for mayor of D.C., he's a comedian. He's going to stop by and say hello. Huggy Lowdown, who's on radio every morning, he's going to be with me at the Improv. So being at the Improv is a lot of fun, and it's just, we love to go to work, and we love to make people laugh. When I see my job, when I see happy people, it makes me happier. So when I walk into a room, people get happy. Come on, everybody, let's get happy. See, you got this smile on his face? Look at me. Next question.
Do you have any final thoughts for the students at Eliot Hine?
Yes, Eliot Hine, my new best friends here. I want you guys to make sure you enjoy your life. I told the young kids earlier, make sure you travel, meet people, make sure whatever you want to do in life, make sure you live up to that. If that's your passion, I want to even ask you guys, what do you want to do when you get out of school?
I want to be an entrepreneur who works in like the clothing section.
Okay, you can do it. And you?
I want to either be a sports agent or a sports analyst or something. Yeah.
Why not? Why not make a lot of money, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And just talking too.
Yeah.
That's basically
Kind of like what Stephen A. Smith does, but my own version, kind of.
See, there you go. And you? Okay.
I still want to be a person on a TV show because people on TV shows often make a lot of money. And if I'm on a TV show, I want to be a boss because I like bossing people around.
How about that?
I don't know what I want to be right now, but if I had to say, I'd say an NFL star.
Okay. You don't have to worry about it now either. I'm asking you now because you'll probably change it once you get a little older. But maybe you will do, because I wanted to be a comedian at 6 years old and I stuck with it straight through. And 49 years of doing nothing. All I do is just make jokes. I watch things on TV and just make jokes. Anything on television, I make a joke about it. Anything in the government, I make a joke about it. I just want to be happy, and I just want everybody around me to be happy. How about that?
Before we leave, can you tell us a joke?
Can I tell you a joke? What's the subject matter? Because I'm a rebel, I'm different than most comedians because I do things differently. I do things my way. I'm a rebel. Because I'll eat cupcakes out of a pan and pancakes out of a cup. I don't care. I'm a little different, okay? I'll eat French toast in England and then English muffin in France. I'm a little different, okay? Because I'll be thinking, that's what my hat says I'll be thinking. I'll be thinking about stuff like that. I'll be thinking a joke. How come is that the closer you get to the ocean, the more expensive seafood is. You don't know that because you don't have to pay for it yet. Let's do one you understand. I'll be thinking, how come it's when you eat artichokes, there's more of that stuff left than when you started? I'll be thinking, in the grocery store, you see an item that said evaporated milk. And I'm thinking, well, what in the world is in the can? If it's evaporated, how could it be evaporated milk? It can't be there, right? You know what else I'd be thinking? You know about this one. How come is it when dogs bark at night, they have to get that last bark in? You ever hear dogs barking at night?
Yeah. That's a great dog impression.
Have to get the last bark in. So I'll be thinking about stuff like that. I'll be thinking when you're driving down the street near a hospital, you see a sign that says quiet, hospital zone. And nothing making noise but the ambulance. So I'll be thinking about stuff like that. I try to make things funny. I go to church, I watch the people in church. You go to church? Anybody go to church?
Yes.
You ever hear your preacher go up in the pulpit and tell a lie in church?
Yes.
You never heard your preacher tell a lie in church? Most ministers walk up in the pulpit with the Bible in the hand. They'll tell the whole audience. I won't be long. That's just flat out a lie. You know he's going to be up there for 35, 45 minutes, right?
Yeah.
But don't laugh at this stuff when you go to church, okay?
Oh, yeah. No.
Okay, when you go to church, just go. Look at your watch. He said he won't be up there long. 3 minutes is long enough, right?
Yes.
Then they say things like, turn to your neighbor. We don't know these people. So I make fun of all that stuff. Even when I was a kid, they say the doors of the church are open. That means an invitation to come join the church. But when I was in the 6th grade, I would actually turn back. And those doors are not open. So I'm always thinking crazy stuff in my head.
I think I do that sometimes.
You do? So you might turn out to be a comedian.
Yeah,
You have an outgoing personality already.
Thanks.
And you don't have to be the class clown. I wasn't a class clown, but I was a class instigator. And I stay out of trouble. I just, you can get out of a fight by telling a joke too. Somebody take you up, just tell a joke. When I was a kid, we used to talk about, we had a thing called Jonan, talking about your mama.
Oh yeah, kids
You heard
sometimes
your mama
do
joke?
Yeah.
You have it? Oh. You got a your mama joke?
No.
You got a your mama?
No, not really.
You know your mama joke?
Your mama's so fat, they had to take care of picture in Tanner River Road.
Oh my goodness, did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
How about your fat mama? Your mama's so fat when she gets on the elevator, oh, it's going down. You got one?
No. I
You
won't.
got a your mama joke?
When your mom goes in the ocean, the whale starts singing, "We are family."
You think that's funny, don't you?
Kind
You know I
of.
know your mama. And your mama is so stupid that she's walking by the YMCA. She said, "Look, baby, somebody spelled Macy's wrong."
That's
We're here at Hine's Studio, #1, and we're having nothing but fun, and that's what it's all about. I'm George Wallace. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. We're going to move on to our next segment, and we want to thank you. You stay right there where you are. We'll be right back.
Mr. Wallace, thank you for being a guest on our show today.
Thank you so much. Wait a second. Somebody's going to pay me. You know I don't do this for free, right?
I
You
hope
got
you
money on
did.
you?
No.
You better go get somebody. You
I
got
left
money.
my credit card at home.
You left your credit card at home? You always got a smart answer, don't you?
I asked my grandma to cash app you.
You have your grandma.
She's
Your
right
grandmother, she knows me. That's your grandma. She knows. She got plenty of money. She tell you sometimes she don't got no money. Plenty of money. She loaded. Well, thank you, Grandma, for coming today. God bless you, and we love you.
All right.
Okay.
I might be your real granddaddy.
Okay. This broadcast is being brought to you by Eliot Hine Network 1 on YouTube.
And DCS Korea in Technical Education.
I'm your host, Nakari Hall.
I'm your host, Lucas Amer.
I'm your host, Sebastian Huff.
I'm your host, Zuri Deskins.
Have
a
great
day.
Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. G-Pa and his kids.